Not so long ago, the best anime of the year just ended, and I know you didn't watch it, which is extremely sad. You should be ashamed of yourself. I don't know how you were able to make a mistake like that, but don't worry. I am here to talk about it and show you why this anime is so good and why it's probably one of the best animes ever made. And it's easily going to be in everyone's top 10 list. Now, you probably don't know what anime I'm talking about, and I'm here to tell you. I am talking about the one and only Uma Musume, the best anime to ever exist. Season 3 just ended, and I am here to talk about it. Now, obviously, since I'm done doing that same joke over and over again, Uma Musume Season 3 just ended. I'm like one of the two Uma Musume fans that actually exists, and I want to go and talk about Season 3. Because talking about this season is very interesting, because it actually started a little bit of controversy in the very small community, because some people absolutely love it, while other people think it's not really that good. And I'm here to tell you, I'm part of the group of people who think that this season is not really that good. But I'm pretty sure most of you guys have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, so let me explain what this anime is. Uma Musume is the funny horse girl anime. I think Anime Man made a video on it like a couple years ago. I don't remember. If I could find it, I'll show it up on screen. But it's basically that anime. And it is basically the best nothing anime to ever exist. But you're mainly just there to watch the story. It's extremely wholesome. It's not the best thing to ever exist, but you are guaranteed to have a good time. But ever since season 1, the past few seasons, season 2, and especially season 3, has consistently kept on getting worse. And the reason why is because Uma Musume doesn't really know what it wants to be anymore. That is because season 1 was just this wholesome story. It was just a group of characters walking around, doing just random stuff, but it felt connected. Every single episode felt important. You ended up joining the main character of the anime, being Special Wheat, and how she grows a relationship with the person that she admires, and then also the team around her, and it comes together really good. The anime knows what it wants to be, and it does that perfectly. But when season 2 comes, they wanted to kind of change it up a little bit, and they actually wanted to go and tell a deeper story, which is actually something that I'm all for. Hey, if you want to be more than just this anime where a bunch of characters do random stuff and you want to actually tell a story, I'm all for it. But the problem is, they never fully commit. Like, season 2 had a really bad whiplash problem, where sometimes they're going into an extremely deep story, like two characters are having a really nice and deep character moment, and it's actually could be pretty good, but then the next episode it completely cuts. They just throw away all of the deep emotional building that they were talking about with that one character, and then we go back to just doing funny, goofy anime stuff, like let's dress up and go trick-or-treating in the shopping mall, and it just comes off extremely bad. And season 3 has that problem, but even worse. I think the whole purpose of season 3 was trying to copy season 1 as much as possible, but basically they took everything that made season 1 good, tried to put into season 3, but they all completely failed. Like, one, you get a completely brand new cast of characters. All the people like Golden Ship, Vodka, Special Wheat. Yeah, you're not going to see them at all. They're not really in season 3 anymore. Instead, you get this brand new cast of characters, which all of them absolutely suck. They are in the opening song, which is actually pretty good, but they are not important at all. Every single one of them don't really do anything. They're kind of just there. And especially one of them that they hyped up to be like the main character's rival, and also kinda hyped her up to be like the main antagonist of the season. She also does absolutely nothing. She's actually one of the most useless characters in the whole anime, and I don't even know why they spend so much time hyping her up when she's not even important at all. And that's kind of the best way to describe this whole season. It's just unimportant. This season just feels like filler. And I know the whole anime is filler, but it just feels like that a lot. A lot of the episodes don't really seem that important. It doesn't really seem like any character is really evolving, and it just seems really flat. And that's mainly because we don't get enough of time with any character. We're like zipping through the plot really quickly. We're like, oh, now instead of growing a relationship with the actual people in the opening and the main character's quote-unquote friends, let's spend one episode talking with two fan favorite characters who don't show up after that episode, and they just have little cameos throughout the season. It's just really bad and disconnected, and this season has the whiplash problem of season 2, but even worse. Like, you have the whole first part of the season, the main character goes through no struggles at all, she wins every single race, there's no sense of progression like you had with Special Wheat, it's just she's winning every single race, and then suddenly out of nowhere she can't, because now she's old, and she fell off, and now she sucks, she's senile, and now she needs to go and retire. And I'm like, where did this come from? Why is this not something that you decided to build up? Why is this just suddenly out of nowhere she can win, and now she just can't? And that is like the whole last 3 episodes is about her not being able to race anymore because she went past her peak. And then in one of those episodes, one of the characters in the opening, which we know nothing about, randomly wins a race, and she gets this big emotional scenes with her 2 sisters, 2 characters who are not built up at all, and I'm supposed to care? Like, this season it's just not really that good. And I know this is really scatterbrained and I'm kind of just yapping at this point, but the main reason why this is really disappointed is because Uma Musume can actually tell a serious story because they actually have done it before. I talk about this all the time, but there is one piece of Uma Musume media which is actually good. Like, I'm not even saying this as a joke, it's actually really good, and it's the manga, Cinderella Grey. It's a side story about one of the characters, Augur Cap, and this actually tells a pretty nice story. And it has a perfect balance of, you know, cute anime girls walking around doing goofy stuff, and also telling an actual story, and about the racing. They're able to take both of those plots and match it together perfectly, and because of that, the manga is actually good. Even someone who doesn't even care about Uma Musume, I think they could go and enjoy that manga. And season 3 just isn't that. It's just not really that good. It's pretty bad. And this is just something that I wanted to talk about. There's my review on Uma Musume Season 3. Pretty mid. I still enjoy my time watching it. That was probably the worst review you ever watched, but that's it. Anyway, my name is Lua. This is just something that I want to talk about. You have a good day or night. See ya.